Good everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we have a subscriber replay by JamedPrawn3. And today, James has been spading. I know, JamedPrawn3 spading a tank. God help us all. He was out in his Tiger E, and he sent this one in a couple of days ago. Obviously, you'll see this a couple of weeks after the video was sent in. But nonetheless, this just shows exactly what a Tiger E can do, even in a 6.7 game, if left alone a bit. Now, James did say he was quite a deciding factor in this battle, and to be honest, I'm actually going to agree with him. He took out several 6.7 tanks, as well as several 6.3 tanks in the game, as well as a couple of support 5.7s. To say he was in a Tiger E, this is quite a feat. And, well, the Tiger's not a bad tank, but it certainly is no king of the battlefield at 6.7. Now, the Tiger E game, I have been recently driving out just to see how bad I truly am in a Tiger. And to be truthfully honest, ladies and gentlemen, I actually kick quite a lot of arse in this thing. I'm not going to lie, I am actually improving in my Tigers, which is quite an honour for myself. I mean, it's not the best tank that I've driven, but if you angle your armour like this, it is actually pretty strong. However, as JamedPrawn3 soon learns in this battle, an IS-2 doesn't give a shit about that. But I'm going to have to go back through and find the replay. There we are. Sadly, James does die in this battle, but it was well worth the death. He did really well to say he was in a 6.7 game in a Tiger, where his gun is pretty average, I would say. But let's just say James did surprisingly well, and he earned this battle. He really did. So, let's see what he got up to, shall we? So obviously we're in a 6.7 game on Sinai. It's just a single cap. James brought quite a bit of ammunition, as you would expect. Obviously he starts off by driving forward, and there's a VFW with the sides up. James, get to work on that please. I'd love to see a replay of it. Now James just wants us to try and support his team as best he can, and obviously he's in a Tiger. I mean, it could be worse, and obviously the Dicker Max there in chat moaning that he got rammed. Well, you should have waited. In fact, first of all, why in a Dicker Max? And second of all, why would you block much heavier tanks? So now the key factor to driving a Tiger in a 6.7 game is you do not want to go all guns blazing. I've got a Tiger, I'm invincible, I'm Michael Wittmann. No, that's not the key point to driving this thing. To quote a video by Many Miles Away, 99% of players think they're Michael Wittmann reincarnated, and 1% of players play like Michael Wittmann reincarnated. Unfortunately though, James does not meet his end by a 17-pounder Firefly. No, he meets his end by an IS-2, and it's quite... Well, an IS-2 is a great tank, so I can sort of accept that. So James obviously looking round, he's obviously trying to find targets. He's pushing up pretty aggressively to say he's in a Tiger in this game. But it's going to pay off for him. Now here is where James is about to present us with a serious lack of situational awareness. Not the M36 Jackson though. He spots the Jackson, starts moving up to deal with the Jackson. Puts one through the engine block, disabling it, but the fire claims the tank by hitting the ammo. Job done. He fires too late to get that T-34. He's keeping his armor well angled here, people. That's what you need to do in a Tiger. 45 degrees of angle. That way the track can provide additional protection to the tank, as well as the drive wheel. Here comes the incredible lack of situational awareness. James notices an IS-2 pushing out, but for some reason he doesn't spot a Super Sherman in the background. Mate, I've had people call my eyesight shit. Clearly yours is shit. Takes a shot at the T-34, doesn't disable the engine but sets it on fire. And his teammate to the left takes him out. There's an assist. Yeah, James never saw that SA-50 and I find that quite hilarious. Hashtag blind ass. Yes, James doing pretty well so far. He's got 1 kill, 1 assist. He's moving up. He still thinks the IS-2 is down there, but no, he's not. He's already dead, mate. Obviously, he doesn't notice at the time. And here's where James went, oh shit. He's coming around the corner. ISU-122 is meeting him there. The ISU stops. The brakes judder it to a halt, but raises the gun up so he couldn't shoot. James takes him out with an 88. Second kill. And he looks to his left, and this is where he's going to go, oh shit. Obviously he's still got the SA-50 over there, but he decides to turn around. Turn around he did, because if he hadn't done it... Oh wait, hang on, there's a charioteer over there, has he seen that? No he hasn't. And this is where he goes, oh my Jesus Christ. That is a T-30 and a T-34, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, I was saying back of the turret on the T-34, or T-30, back of the turret, back of the turret. He finally puts one in the bloody turret, takes out everybody in the turret, so that's 4 crew members on that thing out. The T-30 attempts to turn his hull, but that was not a smart decision. And there we go, 3rd kill. T-34 loses his barrel. Single shot, straight for the hull, 4th kill. IS-2's moving through the background over there. There goes the IS-2. 5th kill, there's your ace. Reloads. Puts one through the PT-76, takes up the loader but not the gunner. PT thinks you can hide behind that wall. Yeah, you can shoot through that wall, pal. 6th kill. And here comes again where James almost shits himself. He comes around this corner. He's slowly moving up, obviously. He doesn't want to take it too aggressively. But coming up is his real oh shit moment. Because he sees a tank that he hates. Not the IS-2. He kills that, no problem. 7th kill. There's an M50 Ontos, which is, well, it's got about as much armor as a piece of paper. An 88 is more than sufficient. 8th kill. T-34 for some reason decides, oh, he's on a reload, I'm gonna get him. But pulls straight out in front of 3 enemy tanks and pays the price. And there's an IS-2. Oh, IS-1 I should say. James loses his barrel, loses his driver. So James barrels out. The IS-1 hasn't got enough gun depression, and even then, there's a PT-76 on his left flank, putting shot after shot into him. Obviously James pulling back to ensure he can repair his barrel, repair his turret ring, and repair his transmission. He angles his armor towards the front. And now he's going to sit here for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, just to repair his barrel and his turret, as well as his transmission. He's only lost 2 crew members this whole time. He takes an arty hit there, but luckily didn't do anything. He damages the track slightly, but that really doesn't matter. As far as I'm aware, he spaded the Tigery a couple of battles after this. Which, good on you, because I actually do like the Tigery now. It is something that I've been learning to master, and I've done pretty well in it so far. Several aces. I think I even still have an ace battle somewhere. And here you can see the tank that makes James shit himself, a Super Pershing. Now, the Super Pershing fired then, so James could have pushed him. but he would have exposed his side to the PT-76 up on the flank. Obviously someone's dropping artillery on him. This is where James is going to get a bit cheeky. Obviously he's going to deal with a PT-76. Hull breaks him, 9th kill. I love seeing those little shits go bye-bye. I hate PT-76s. They're little nightmares. James doesn't spot the what's it called? The T-34-85. He fires an APCR round at the Super Pershing. It does jack shit because he hits the wrong part of the mantlet. James puts an APCR right through the T-34-85. His track hits, or takes a hit from artillery here. Almost blowing it off, but luckily doesn't. The T-34 attempts to fire through the building, but hits the wrong spot. And there's James' 10th kill, double ace. He's doing bloody well, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? A lot has happened. He is the only tank up on this flank, pushing this hard. Now James drops a bit of smoke, just to move up. Obviously he's got to give the Tiger a bit of a welly in to get through here, but he gets through. He's done pretty well, hasn't he? He's had several battles like this in the Panzer III as well, because he's been spading that. Thanks to the IS-2. Now, spoiler alert, that's the IS-2 that kills him. Now the IS-2's got a pretty long reload, so James probably thought he could take his chances with him. But the IS-2 angles his armor perfectly. He pulls around the side. The Super Pershing, for some reason, doesn't see him. He takes out the Super Pershing in a single shot, 11th kill. And while James attempts to push the IS-2, he takes a hit, but unfortunately his barrel's out. The T-92, and well, it's an IS-2. Even if you're angled in a Tiger, it's gonna kill you. So that was a good battle, wasn't it? Sadly, the T-92 got a lucky shot on his barrel. Great aim on his part, even though he probably was using Heat FS looking at it. Well done to you, James. 11 kills, 1 assist in a 6.7 game. That's pretty good. I mean, my record's 8 plus an air kill. But sadly, you bit the dust, and well, there wasn't much you could have done to avoid that. The IS-2 was loaded. The T-92 hit your barrel. Even if they wouldn't have, shall we say, killed your tank in that shot, it wouldn't have mattered. Well, if the T-92 wouldn't have destroyed your barrel, it probably wouldn't have mattered. The IS-2 would have pushed you regardless. Anyway, I'll let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on, well, JamedPrawn3 subscriber replay. If you've got any replays you want to send in, as per usual, send them in. More than happy to take a look at them. And I will catch you all on the next one.